The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending. There they go, hunting again.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like the look of Florian Wirtz, Peter. What's impressed me most is his decision-making, which has been grown through his youth years. That comes from his wonderful understanding of the space around him, and he can dictate the tempo of his play accordingly. And
oh, they could be caught out here, and he is dashing away. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to play it through. And he's lost his man here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's a great ball. Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Here comes the cross.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's Roberto Carlos! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos. Neither side yet able to find the net. Wirtz. And here's Baggio. And this is Roberto Baggio. Messi. Pelé. Rummenigge. And they're on him in a flash. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Filippo Inzaghi, and this is Roberto Baggio. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pelé tries a deft little... has another go! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Timber. Can he get on the end of this? Very nicely done. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi, very much a man of this much. Seedorf! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Baggio. Roberto Carlos. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rummenigge. And he was alert to it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pele, Ibrahimovic goes for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That is good alertness. Pirlo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Timber. And it's Timber. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Wirtz. Filippo Inzaghi. And that was very necessary.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is getting up there! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He doesn't look too happy with that. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And the through ball. Shot could be on. Looking tidy in possession here. Caught offside that time. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rummenigge threads one in, and this is Messi. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Well, this looks
4.
promising in terms of
Numero 18.
distance and angle.
Seedorf. Lasciano il campo per
Roberto
il numero 15.
Carlos!
Il
Well, now it's a
numero
race for the
17.
ball.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Ferdinand cuts out the pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. Varane with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, a very decent attempt. And he was quick to react. And here's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bruno Fernandes. Good driving run. Knocks it out wide. Rummenigge. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, great leap! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, good-looking ball. Stood up well to him there. "75 minutes played. Pass somewhat off target. Rummenigge.
Thailand clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And this is Inzaghi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Inzaghi, and here's Wirtz.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pinches it off him. That has ended up in no man's land. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Adams. And here's Ibrahimovic. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Vinicius Junior finding himself in space. Lahm. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an...
Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Thailand with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti tries to pass it through. Drills, and the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is Luis Suarez. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider. Real chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Xavi Alonso. He's beaten the last man. Varane did well to stay calm there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Pele, that's an imaginative pass. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's chosen to go back. Still goalless. Kubo is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. But that has not gone well. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Del Piero. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Schneider. Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Roberto Carlos. Del Piero. And he's forced to go back. Pele. Now it's Luis Suarez. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Oh, what's he done? Schneider. Now it's Kubo. Messi. Lovely feet. Tries one from range. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Rummenigge. Plenty to aim at here. Rijkaard. And it's Schneider. And Zanetti. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Xavi Alonso. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Schneider.
Might want to be careful there.
Pirlo. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Kubo. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. Luis Suarez. He can run onto that. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager...
And a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Kubo. And this is Messi. Ferdinand attempts a clearance. Leicester get their fourth corner. Terrific effort! Lam can clear it away. Lovely ball, shot a goal! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Leicester are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And Messi, he's through on goal, and he shoots! Oh, good finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Leicester are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
No way through there. Xavi Alonso, distributed tidily. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Kubo. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now then, the ball's come loose. Xavi Alonso, looking for the run. Thuram cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good ball, good take. Crosses it in. He's had a shot! And he's taking no chances there. Messi! Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Thailand.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Coming on the field, number 17.
And the keeper beats it away.
Number 20.
That pass isn't the best.
Number 24.
Good chance here!
Makalele.
Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
That has been cut short. Lee Kang-in might just make this. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breath. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Well, here is the multifaceted Christian Panucci, looking the very epitome of game intellect, never short on mouse.
I like the fact that he's quite...
Cruyff! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Varane cuts out the pass. And it's Cruyff. Mbappe! So no flag here. Thuram gets it clear. Now it's Del Piero. Nice looking ball. That's good. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lazio with the corner, they're first. Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Panucci. Stood up well to him there. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Good running, strong and purple. And Del Piero! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Roberto Carlos, aimed at the far side. Tries to get it clear, and that is expertly dealt with. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Zola, he's in a good position here. No goals as yet. Zola. There could be trouble here. Del Piero! It's hit the upright. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Platini. Platini unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Cruyff. Panucci is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Mbappe. He's found some space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zola. Now then, the ball's come loose. Platini. Del Piero. Oh, easy pickings there. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Dembele. Zola.
Might want to be careful there.
Platini. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's quick to return it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zola. Some front-footed pressing going on here. The defender is not giving up on this. Knocks it into space. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Dembele. He's found a way through. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So the most significant moment of the game. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Has to go back here. Forced to go back. Chance for a shot! 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Strokes it back. Xavi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chips it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Platini quietly revving up. Now it's Luis Suarez, and the through ball. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zola gets a foot in here. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Xavi. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Platini. And it's made its way to him. Ferdinand. Oh, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Roberto Carlos. And it's Luis Suarez. Ambitious ball here. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Dembele stood his ground strongly. It's Dembele! Frustratingly close. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Lazio couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe! In he goes again. It's a goal. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Pirlo. Platini. And that has put paid to that. Cruyff. Great vision. And the shot! Oh, good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Lazio are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That's a good ball. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's been taken short. And it's Michel Platini. Del Piero. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Thailand really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's a key interception. This is a promising build-up. He's on it, can he get away? Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Thailand really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Messi. Vitinha. Oh, sweet feet. And the number on the board is 3. Neymar. Suarez providing... And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about it now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Ferdinand gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Pogba. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha driving forward. Rummenigge. That is ended up in no man's land. Pogba. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Chance! Pirlo. Played into space. That's good vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yamal. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ferdinand can clear it away. Pogba. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Thailand still without a single shot on target. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's been shipped out wide. That's a throw. That's an imaginative pass. Lloris claims comfortably. Vitinha. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Pirlo. Messi. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Howson. Pirlo. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. And it's Vitinha. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He is just caressing the ball. Lofted in. Ferdinand getting this one clear. And it's Vitinha. Chips it through. Cruyff gets into a good position. Luis Suarez. Messi venturing down the left. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pass is just off target. Pass somewhat off target. He's found a way past. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Haaland receives it in a good position here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Thailand are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Van der Sar. Adams wins the duel this time. Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Right card. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Thailand really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Tries to play it through. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Vitinha, and this is Pogba. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a goal kick.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pogba. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spread it left. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Knocks it into space. Adams plays it all the way forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And this is Ibrahimovic. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Haaland. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos wants to run onto this.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Thailand are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Vitinha. That is a great pick out. Messi. Lewis shoots! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Une petite pensée, mesdames et messieurs, pour le président d'un de nos clubs de supporters.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. And it's Gullit. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos. Thailand have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. Oh, he's burst. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's there to belt it away.
Milan would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
That could spell trouble. Yaya Toure. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Thailand yet to have an attempt on goal. Lam. Roberto Carlos. Pele. That's been cut out, well played. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Gullit. And he can clear it away. Throw it. Rafael Varane. Gullit running with the ball. Looking for options for movement.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ibrahimovic. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Pirlo. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Messi wants to run onto this. Eto'o chasing after it. And it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Marcelo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Spread neatly. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Messi. And they win it back again. That's a shade optimistic.
Thailand truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Roberto Carlos swings it across. And it's hoisted clear. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. And he plays one through. Oh, cracking ball. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
There will be one
Looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Lahm. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Distributed tidily. Great work on the overlap. Tries to get it clear. Looking tidy in possession here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lahm. And it's Gullit. This is a promising build-up. Ibrahimovic looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Messi. Great vision. Eto'o. Messi. Luis Suarez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shifted it to the flank. Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Milan have a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go.
Number 17, Messi. Number 18,
Well, that looks a decent shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
coming on the field.
And he's cleared it out of
Number
harm's way.
22, Platini. Number 25,
Pinches it off him.
Zola.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 24, Makalele.
Thailand perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rummenigge tries to play it through. Makalele gets flagged offside. Lam, Zola, and this is Luis Suarez, aimed beyond the defence. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about, and it's Lam. Lam delivers. Lam attempts a clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. Eto knocks it into space. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this?
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Substitution for Thailand. Number 4, Varane. Coming on the field is...
And here's Suarez.
number 9,
Roberto
Franz
Carlos.
Beckenbauer. Substitution in progress.
And that has left him in a heap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He won't be happy with that one. Thailand have, after this, one further opportunity. Rummenigge! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
I think we're just about done here. Lam. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos has the space to scheme. Deftly away.
Thailand can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. That has been cut short. Zola. Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. And that's that. Thailand have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
For an information bulletin from
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Thailand.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi, he's in a great position here, and he's heaved it away. That is good alertness. Now it's Luis Suarez. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is...
It's Pele! Superb from Pele!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So, a breakthrough already. Rummenigge! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Thailand with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pirlo. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's found a way through. And he's quick to snatch it back. And the shot's on here. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Caught offside that time. Oh, this is a great position. Pele looking to add to his goal. Rummenigge. Oh, a delicate chip through. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Pirlo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. And it's De Rossi. Pirlo promptly onto that, and that is that. Lahm. Luis Suarez. Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia.
This is the time you need that pace.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a little off target. That ball looks a good one. Thuram clears without hesitation. And it's Azar. Azar driving forwards. Cross from Maldini. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pele, and this is Pele, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Azar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Thailand coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Thailand are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're off again. Thailand leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lam. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pele. Messi. And they win it back again. Here's Roberto Carlos. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Roberto Carlos. He's dealt with that really well. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Pirlo. Thailand are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Messi. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
60 minutes played. Lam. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Suarez. Kvaratskhelia. Varane can clear it away. And it's Lam. And here's Messi. Tries one from range. It's hit the upright.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lovely pass, but can he... It's Luis Suarez! It's a loose ball. Lam, towering header. Nearly, but not quite. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Rice, a player who needs no introduction. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 11.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Probing pass.
Suarez.
De Rossi.
Number 10. Messi. Number 41. Price. Coming on the field.
Bruno Fernandes, who is really short on confidence.
Number 8.
Thailand surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 6. Bellingham.
Substitutions taking
Deflected
place.
behind for a corner kick. Thailand are looking to go forward now. Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now he's got space here. Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bruno Fernandes can see things others simply cannot. Yamal, nicely weighted ball. Now it's Bellingham, drives it in. Lahm deals with that comfortably.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain.
Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, looks like he's been taken. Bellingham! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place.
And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things already rolling. No, he's not getting past him there. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Del Piero! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed.
Oh, what's he done? He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really
Could be danger here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And there you have it! And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So straight into the action. Well, now... Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And with that, the end. All over in a flash. Wow.
Boom. What a performance. What a performance. Once that whistle went, there really was no looking back.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And the shot! Oh, would you believe it? The most decisive of all goals! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Vieira. Cannavaro charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Beckenbauer. He's found a way through.
Pretty robust defending.
Great ball if he can get there. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
That was lovely, that. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. Vieira. And it's Azar. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. He's through here. Zanetti. And here's Gerrard. Beckenbauer turns back here, probably the best option. Passing nice and neat. Mbappe. And it's Gerrard. Can he get it through? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. Lam. Vieira. Cannavaro. Now, can they get him away? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gerrard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. It's Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not... He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Beckenbauer. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pull it. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf gets a foot in and wins the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Numero 20, Ibrahimovic.
And that ends it. Well, who would have thought it? The most thrilling of endings.
Now, that was some game. How many times did we see the balance shift? A straight fight between two teams that just gave it everything, with one unfortunately falling just short. I think you just have to commend the efforts of both sets of players here.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of it.
Got it! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And with that, the end. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
Boom! What a performance. What a performance. Once that whistle went, there really was no looking back, was there? The game just flew.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly... Oh, they could be caught out here! Oh, would you believe it? The goal to end it all! there you have it. And that is how you do it. One quick draw finish.
Boom. What a performance. What a performance. Once that whistle went, there really was no looking back, was there? The game just flew past us all.
And with that, it's time for me to thank you. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We are just getting started. He leaps for it! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Dorgu in acres of space out wide. What a throw in. Dorgu. Tries to pass it through. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. Raya claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Spread it left.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bruno Fernandes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well read, nice interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bruno Fernandes! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Diogo Dalot. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. And it's Olmo. Danny Olmo, looking tidy in possession here. Real chance! Oh, would you believe it? The most decisive of all goals!
Drogba really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Oh, it's Bale! And he's following up! Oh, he's won it! The most decisive of all goals! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.